Let's see how we can download and install Bootstrap locally to our own project. To do this, we go to the website getbootstrap.com. Then we click on this download button here on the front page. And this is the easy and quick way, so we'll use the compiled CSS and JS for our local version. So we click this download button here, and we'll download this to our project folder. I'll just select mine right there. Now, since Bootstrap is dependent on jQuery, we'll also download this. So we go to the website jQuery.com, click on this big orange download button, and then we want to download the compressed production jQuery. So we right click and select Save Target As, and we'll select the JS folder here and save jQuery. Alright, so now let's go into our Finder window and open up our Bootstrap zip file. We can see that it contains two folders, CSS and JS. In the CSS folder, we can see it has Bootstrap Grid, Bootstrap Reboot, and Bootstrap. All of these comes in a normal version and minified version, and has source maps as well. The Bootstrap Reboot is just the reboot styles, the grid is just the grid styles, and the Bootstrap file is the whole package. So we'll select bootstrap.min.js and we'll drag it to our CSS folder here and copy it. And we go back and close the CSS folder and look in the JS folder. Here we have two versions, the Bootstrap bundle version, minified and unminified, as well as the source maps, and the regular Bootstrap version. We want to use the bundle version since it includes the popper library, which is also a dependency for some of the components. So we take the bootstrap bundle.min.js file and copy it over to our JS folder here, where we also have the jQuery JavaScript file. Now we can safely delete this download from the Bootstrap website. So we move it to the trash bin right there. Now let's open this index.html file in our code editor, which we have right here. We see that I have all the basic markup. We have the doc type in the top. We have the HTML tag with the language attribute set to English. We have the head tag with the title tag inside. And we have the required meta tags. The meta tag for the character set and the responsive meta tag. Now we want to link up our Bootstrap style sheet. To do this we add the link tag with the rel attribute with the value style sheet, the type attribute with the value text/CSS, and the href attribute with the value being the path to our Bootstrap CSS file. We can see that it lives in the CSS folder and it's called bootstrap.min.css. Now, in the last part of our body tag, just before the closing body tag, we want to insert the script, the Bootstrap script and the jQuery script. So we have the script tag with the type attribute with the value text/JavaScript right there, and the source being JS/. Now we want to include jQuery before, since Bootstrap relies on that. So jQuery-3.3.1.min.js. Remember to use the closing script tag. Now we'll add another script tag, the type text/JavaScript, and the source being js/bootstrap.bundle.min.js. And remember the closing script tag again. Now let's save this file, go back into our browser, select the right tab and refresh. We'll now open up the inspector window and we can see we don't have any errors, so all these files should be linked up correctly. To see that it's actually working, we'll just create a few Bootstrap components. So first we'll add a button with the type attribute with the value button, and the classes btn and btn primary to create a primary button, the blue button. We'll add the text primary button and close the button tag again. Now let's save this, go back and refresh, and we see our primary button, so the CSS is working. Now let's add a tooltip to a link. So we add an A tag with the data toggle attribute with the value tooltip, and the title tooltip, and the text for the link will be tooltip for link, and we close our anchor tag again. Save, go into the browser and refresh. Now we can see that this is not working yet. This is because for some JavaScript components in Bootstrap you need to initialize them yourself, including the tooltip component. So to do this, we add a script tag here, and this time we want to put some content inside of the script tags. So we use the jQuery shorthand for document ready. That looks like this. Inside of this, we'll now use jQuery to select all elements with the data toggle attribute with the value tooltip. We do that like so, and then we run the tooltip method on them. So we save, go back and refresh, and now when we hover the link we can see the tooltip appearing instantly. So now we have installed Bootstrap version 4.3 and the latest jQuery version locally to our own project.